Hey everyone, welcome back to Quick Shifts. My name is Jason and this is our brand new 2024 Bronco Everglades. We flew down to Florida, down to Tampa Bay, and picked this up over at Brandon Ford. And we had to take it over here, get on the beach, get on the sand, and we'll get somewhere safe, quiet, and we'll walk you through our brand new Ford Bronco Everglades. So here we are back in the upstate in Greenville, South Carolina. Made the trip all the way back home, about 650 miles from Florida, from Tampa Bay, with our Everglades. It's a 2024 Ford Bronco. And this edition is, I believe, to be the perfect package. So let's go ahead and take a look at this and what you get with this package. It is a base model, zero option Everglades. So let me tell you what that means. First off, the Everglades package is a special package that Ford offered during the introduction of the Ford Bronco. So this was new to the market at the time. They were going to do a limited production run of the Everglades, and it was going to come out in 23-24, and it really started coming out in late 23 and 24 year. There are a few of these that got out early on, as there were issues with production with COVID and getting some of the wild tracks out. So some of those people were able to get an Everglades as kind of a consolation prize for the delay on their wild tracks. At least that's what I believe I understand from the history and information I've read online. You guys can fact check me on that, drop it down in the comments below. But the Everglades package is a unique package that comes with a winch, a bumper guard, you get the steel bumpers, you get these pop-off wheel arches here, or wheel flares. You get the special galvanized gray wheels that are awesome. Probably the best factory off-road wheel I've seen out there. You do get the Everglades sticker, and you guys will notice right here, you get the Sasquatch package. So not only do you get the awesome wheels, but you get the 35-inch tires on here, and they're the mud terrain tires. This package is really made for going off-road, going through the mud. You get the rock rails, which is a necessity if you're doing some off-roading. So this is really built for the off-roader, for someone going through the Everglades. Again, you get the bumpers, metal bumper back here. It does have backup sensors in it. You have the spare tire. And then again, same stuff over on this side, rock rails, the awesome wheels. And of course, don't want to underplay this, but the Warn winch. And it does come with 100 feet of synthetic cable and the hook inside. I don't have it on here yet, just got home with this. You get the galvanized gray grille and the blacked out Bronco labels. And in addition to that, almost past this without pointing it out, you also get the snorkel, which is meant for sand runs and also for high water. So this package is equipped in such fashion that you have the vehicle's up a little higher. You have the snorkel so you can wade high water, and the electrical and the vents for the transmission and the differential, those are all set up a little higher in the vehicle so you can wade at a higher level than you can in a traditional Bronco. This is all about wading through high water, which you would encounter if you were off-roading in the Everglades. I didn't have time to do any of that while I was down there. I actually had to grab and drive right back home, so didn't get time to do that. So in addition, we'll go ahead and pop this hood open. This has the 2.3 liter inline 4-cylinder turbo. So it is not a powerhouse by any means. It's plenty good to drive and does a great job on the road, but a powerhouse it is not. I don't know if I can get this one-handed or not. We're gonna give it a try. There we go. So you see there's a stay right here, but need two hands for that. But see, you can see that's the little inline 4, 2.3 liter turbo. There's your turbos down in there. And you can see where the snorkel comes up through the fender. So this is factory installed. You get all these goodies under the factory warranty. That is worth the price of admission. Winch, guards, rails, metal bumpers, snorkel, and the top. Of course, I popped the top off for this video, but in addition, this comes with the roof racks on here, and I'll flick back to that and show you that. But to get the top fully off, because you guys know I love my top off here, you have to take that rail off. And what I'll show you in another little clip, or I'll post a picture up here, is the top does have the sound deadening in here. But to be honest, this thing needs every bit it can get to sound deaden, because it is loud. That must have been the loudest 650-mile trip I've ever driven in a vehicle on the freeway. This thing is very, very loud. But it's an off-road vehicle. We didn't buy it to be quiet. We didn't buy it for comfort. We bought it to go off-road. We bought it to go topless and to enjoy everything about an off-road vehicle. And you guys know we've had several different Jeeps. So we know that Jeep life, and we wanted to try something new. So we reached out, got this Bronco, found a great deal down at Brandon Ford, and we went and picked this up. So let's go ahead and jump inside and show you some of the inside. All right, so as you guys may or may not know from other videos, Bronco's been out for a little while here, so I'll try not to bore you. But this has the marine seats in it. So you have a nice little Bronco label here on the seat and the marine fabric in here. And to be honest, for those of you who have boats, it's very much like a boat seat. It feels like you're sitting in a nice boat seat. Now that's not a dig. I don't mean that as a dig, but that's what it does feel like. This very much is boat material, and it does feel that way. On the inside, the Everglades also comes with the big screen, and we'll go ahead, hop in here and turn this on so you guys can see that. And you also get the little screen. Let me get the opening here. It has a nice little screen opener. Kind of neat. You see the ants crawling, and then it goes over to the water. Fancy stuff. But that's pretty neat. So hop in here. Hit the power button, you have a nice little Bronco on there. And there goes that little inline 4 kicking on. You can see you get the typical Ford screen on here with your miles per hour, and you have your RPMs. You can change the gauges around here to customize what you want in there. And you have your speed, and then you have fuel. We just filled it up so it's full. But plenty of information in here, and you can flick through what you have on the screen to your trip, miles per gallon, off-road screen, tire pressure, and you can do custom configurations, or there's some presets in here for off-road, navigation, your phone, so on and so forth. But the big money shot here is these screens here. So you have great big screen. You can flick through this. It's pretty responsive. It does respond to all your finger touches on the screen pretty quickly. Has a pretty solid built-in nav. And of course you get your CarPlay, and you got your Waze for those of you who like to use Waze. And then you can go into your features, and you can go into your settings and customize all of your settings and change your display. I've got mine in night mode. I prefer the night mode, but you can configure yours however you'd like. And being that this is an Everglades, it does come with the front locker, the rear locker, and then you have your quick turn that locks up that right rear wheel so you can make quicker turns, and then you can turn off your stability control and your hazard button. And the Wranglers also come with the toggle switches up here, so you can hook up all your different accessories that you might want to hook up to. But ours, being a base model, didn't come with a home link, so we had to put in our own garage door opener. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at the glove box here. As you can see, nice big glove box. You can fill it full of stuff. You have a cubby here, and you have a USB port and a USB-C port. You have all your HVAC controls down here. It is dual zone, so you can get driver and passenger side. You can set them individually, or you can sync them up. It does have the auto start stop. Here's your volume, your tuning. Turn this back off again. And then it also has heated seats for both the driver and passenger side. Your cubby, it does have a plaque down here and 2 cup holders. And then you have your goat modes. So you can turn it, your goat modes turning this dial. You have 4 low, 4 auto, 4 high, 2 high, and your hill descent. So when you go through those, see if I can get a picture of the screen. It'll actually walk you through the different modes. So you have normal, you have eco, you have your sport, you have slippery, you have mud ruts, sand, rock crawl, and as you do that, it'll do 4MATIC and it'll put you in the appropriate gearings that it feels you need to be in for your situation. So as you can see on the screen, when I'm going through that, it'll say it's going to go into 4 automatic for me for some of those modes. So that's really nice to have. That's a good feature. We're going to be testing that out, do some off-roading and see how that works for us. And then something interesting, Jeeps have their windows usually on here, and Bronco decided to put it here. So you have your 2 front windows and your 2 rear windows. What I love about this that Ford nailed is that they're automatic up and automatic down. So you can just hit the buttons once and it'll go all the way up without you having to hold the button. I really like that. Jeep, take a note. And then you have your mirror control for left or right mirror here. And then you have your center console storage area where you can put all your stuff. And this lifts out, you can put more stuff down in there. Let's go jump in the back seats. So the back seats, again, has the same material on the seats. Very easy to clean up. And behind the driver and the passenger seat, you have the moles, so you can hook in your gear if you want to do that. You have pockets here. Oh yeah, on the front door, you also have the pockets there. Make sure I point that out. And you have your door lock and unlock, door handle there. In the rear, you also have a pocket back here, and your door handle to get in and out. And these are, I guess, rimless doors, so the window goes up and down, but you don't have the outline of the window there, which is unique to the Bronco. Both the front door and the rear door are configured that way. But then you have, again, base model, came with the old carpet flooring, but it's hard rubber in here, and it has the drainage plugs in here that you twist and pull out to drain it out if you fill it full of water. Also, if you're off-roading, you get all muddy in here, this will help you be able to clean it up. So it should make it much easier for those off-roaders out here who are actually going to get this thing off-road. And then you have 2 cup holders here. In the front center here, you have your adapters for plugs to charge. And again, USB-C, USB, and your window switches are here as well. And this armrest does fold up. It makes it nice and neat. And then you can also fold these down if you wish to while you're driving if you have no passengers. It gives you a little bit more view out of the back window. And that reminds me, back view, it does come with a self-dimming mirror. So it will dim those driver's lights behind you at night. And then we'll take you into the gas can. Again, capless. Good job, Ford. So you can just plug your gas line into there and fill it up. And then back here, one feature that I really liked, that I hope to be using, is this slide out tray. And this will hold up to 400 pounds. Back up so you guys can see that. You can sit on this, do things on it. It's metal, should be easy to clean up. But that's also a really nice feature to have, and it just slides right back away. And then you have tie downs back here if you need those. And if you need to clean this up, this lifts up and out, which will make cleanup a cinch if you need to do that. And again, you get another 12 volt back here and some lights. And your speakers are here in the overhead. And you'll notice one thing a Jeep doesn't, or does have that this doesn't, is a bar across the middle. It's more of an open top like a convertible. And again, well, not again, there's also a rear view camera back here on the rear wheel. So you can look back here and see that. And I guess I'll show you that on the screen actually, because that is a really good feature. Go ahead and hit the power button. When you put it in reverse with this giant screen that you have up here, look how big this is. This is massive, and it looks high definition. It's a very clear picture. We've had a lot of vehicles where the backup screen is not very good. This one actually gives you a giant view, which makes it real easy and useful to use. I really like that. So I think I've covered everything in here. I don't know if you guys can even hear this baby engine. We'll give it a couple revs here. But let's go ahead and take it for a short little drive. So driving impressions in the new 2024 Ford Bronco so far. Well, it's not a quiet vehicle, but you knew that going into it. When you purchase this vehicle, you're not buying a luxurious, quiet sedan or SUV. You're buying an off-road vehicle, and well, it drives like an off-road vehicle. It's more bouncy than a luxury SUV. It has characteristics that come with having a 35-inch off-road mud tire. The tires are noisy. It's shaped like a box, so like a Jeep, it goes down the road, it's loud, it's not efficient. If you guys can hear the engine, this little four-banger, it's screaming. It is kind of fun though. It screams, it's loud. The turbo is screaming, you can hear it when it's going. But it does handle well. It's not overly bumpy, but it is an off-road vehicle. It's fun to drive. I'd rather enjoy it. You know, you go over bumps and you can feel the bumps. It handles really well. And we'll get into more of a Jeep comparison in another video. But its on-road characteristics are a little better than the Jeep. But it is loud. In fact, I think it's louder than a Jeep sitting in here, especially with the top on. With the top off, it's negotiable. But when the top's on, this thing's quite loud, especially on the freeway when you're making a 650-mile trip from Tampa back up to Greenville, South Carolina with it. You really get to experience firsthand how loud it is. All right, guys, so that's a quick review of our brand new 2024 Ford Bronco Everglades and Cactus Gray. So, you know, we searched all over for this color. We really got hooked on it and wanted to find exactly this color. And we were able to find it, but we did have to take a trip down to Tampa to get it for a reasonable price. These things are like gold out here, and everybody wants a small mint for them. So it was really hard to find one that wasn't being upcharged. But we did eventually, and here it is. So stick around with us, guys, and we're gonna make some videos about this Bronco, our pros and cons, what we like, what we dislike, how it compares to the Jeeps we've had in the past. We're gonna try and get some videos taking it off-road and some daily use stuff and anything else you guys can think of. If you have something you'd like to see or a recommendation, drop it down in the comments down below. Any questions, drop them down there. Do my best to answer them for you guys. But stay tuned, and we're gonna give you some more content with this vehicle and let you know what we think and if it's a keeper or not. So stick around, hit that like button, subscribe, share this with your friends and family, and we'll get some more good content on the Ford Bronco and what it's all about for you guys.